I get it. I completely and totally get it. I feel y'all. You don't want to work the part-time job anymore. You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. You don't want to struggle. I'm going to tell y'all how I did it. Amazon FBA. I started my reselling business with Amazon and it killed all of that. Stay tuned. My name is Geeky Niche. Welcome to the channel, Geeky Niche, the Grounded Entrepreneur. We're going to talk about how I did 6 figures in revenue last year on Amazon, was able to stop living check to check from the full-time job, was able not to have to go back to waitressing, and I didn't really have to worry too much about anything, thankfully, during the pandemic when it came down to jobs, money, and situations like that. This can be your story. You can write your own story. Let's get to it. So real quick, I'm going to give you the in a nutshell version of what Amazon FBA is. You basically, as a third-party seller, are buying products from stores, online retailers, and wholesale distributors to resell on Amazon's platform. Amazon sells the products for you. They handle all the customer service, and you don't have to house any of the products in your house or warehouse or have space available. And you create profit from Amazon selling the products for you that you've chosen to sell based on good buying decisions and knowing what the profitability of these products is. Now that we got the boring part out of the way, I can tell you a little bit about how I was able to scale last year and do over $110,000 in sales, in revenue sales, so that I was able to leave my part-time job and not have to worry about what was going on with me and my family during the pandemic. So in 2019, I started my Amazon selling business. I was only selling used books. Not that used books can't be lucrative, but it's a labor of love. It can be a little bit, strenuous and laborious, but I found out that you can sell in many other categories where the work is a lot less, where you're not having to lift things that are heavy, like groceries, over-the-counter medications, very lightweight items that can be shipped right into Amazon for profit, where you don't have to worry about such a hefty workload, which is something that we're all looking for. So my first year, I didn't do so well. I did less than $10,000. I didn't even get a 1099. But once I figured out a system and I began to get Ungated, which is where you're approved by Amazon to sell in certain categories or brands, which I have an amazing ebook for. If you are a newer seller or you're looking to get into Amazon, the book will definitely help you figure out how to sell more items faster on Amazon. It's called Ungated for Cheap, but the link will be in the description, and we could talk more about that later in another video. But anywho, I was able to figure out how to be able to sell more products in toy category, grocery categories, any of the categories that Amazon has, except for some of their restricted stuff, and really begin to scale the business. When I started to see how you could really turn a profit, even though Amazon does have higher fees that people complain about, it wasn't an issue for me because I was able to see the profit and the amazing bottom line. So through Amazon FBA, I was able to eliminate the part-time job just by simply putting those hours in, and it didn't even take a lot of capital, into my now small business and supplement the income that I was getting from the waitressing job. When the pandemic hit, I was laid off. So I was a little bit in a frenzy, so I had no other choice but to get that Amazon store jumping so that I could supplement my income. Amazon is not a passive income. I repeat, Amazon is not a passive income, not when you're first starting off. Maybe later on, once you're able to get maybe like a 3PL and you can start to outsource things once you understand everything that's going on with the business and you learn all the working parts, and then you can start to outsource the different responsibilities. But when you're first starting out, it's not passive, but it can create passive income. Meaning, like I said, I was able to leave the job and not live check to check. I was able to have extra income, so I was able to put that money into other investments that work for me. Amazon has allowed for me to be able to work it part-time so that I can then in turn employ my money like their little mini employees out in the world. One of my favorite mantras that I learned was, money, 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 go out and bless the world and come back with your friends. And that's exactly what I did with my Amazon business. I took the money that I had, I invested it in the business, I got different softwares and everything to make the business run smoother, and it's starting to come back 10 times full and blessing me. So you're probably wondering, like, Nisha, how are you going to be so sure that Amazon is going to be this cash cow for you continuously? Well, first of all, Amazon does 50 billion in revenue sales every month. Amazon ain't going nowhere. With the continuance of the pandemic and this becoming our new norm and everyone shopping online, it makes no sense to not get involved in e-commerce in some way, shape, or form. Amazon is just my platform of choice. But also, the proof is in the numbers for me right now. And I'm not even going full throttle, and we haven't even hit Q4. But my numbers are up 183% from last year. I can see it. I can feel it. I know it because I'm working hard on it. And I would love to be able to help any of you if you're interested in starting to sell on Amazon. I do offer a coaching service. I do a 2-day intensive program with 2 weeks of one-on-one mentorship. You can DM me at Geeky Niche on Instagram, or my email is available for you if you would like to contact me or reach out to me. I would love to chat. Again, if you are already selling on Amazon and you're having a little bit of trouble getting started, check out the book, Ungated for Cheap. I guarantee you it'll be super duper helpful. So to go ahead and close this on out, a lot of people know that I believe the words that follow I am are the words that follow you. And I am grateful that you guys spent this time with me. I hope to see you guys again on the channel. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Be back next week.